I am not a yo-yo prodigy. I'm not even that good. I'm just an okay guy. Most folks don't know that, and I'm okay with it because I'm not exactly trying to set the world on fire here. I'm not going to impress a larger community of throwers. But this isn't California or Prague. This isn't even Pittsburgh. These are the suspicious, forgotten acres of rolling, rural Pennsylvania. People out here tried to give me money as though I were busking on the sidewalks. One time even, while waiting on my tires to be rotated, I was asked to be some sort of spectacle at a AAA baseball stadium. I declined these offers because I know that, were I to pursue yo-yo for such purposes, I would inevitably be recognized as a lukewarm talent. But I do have one good yo-yo story. Thanksgiving found me at the old end with friends. We were having a couple beers and watching the Penguins, and I'm tossing a cheap piece of plastic on a string with all the grace I can muster given the circumstances, when from the restaurant walks in a guy and we start speaking about all things yo. We pass it back and forth, and it's nice, because I know of only two other people who can. One did, and one still does. The guy's wife is ready to go. They're here from out of town with friends, and it's just as well because the response pads decided this night would be the most opportune time to catastrophically fail. The guy tells me I should check out this group in Delaware where he lives, the Traveling Throw. So that night, I did. And I emailed him and I said, "Hey, I ran into one of your guys out in Harmony, Pennsylvania last night and traded throws. A nice guy. I think he said his name was Justin. Either way, he told me to check you out. I said I would, so you can consider the promise kept." Following the holidays, Justin emailed me back, and then, shortly after New Year's, I get this orange Rambler in the mail. Easily the nicest yo I've ever had, and it makes things fresh and new again, helping to motivate me through learning more difficult tricks, and inspiring me to take chances and maybe find myself somewhere. You can develop a loyalty to a name or something because you're emulating another person, a sponsored person, a sponsorship, something like that. And there's nothing inherently wrong with it. But I wouldn't have gotten into, let alone evolved as a thrower, were it not for the people I've met and the conversations I've struck along the way. So I'll throw my coat in the corner of the room where strangers sit and tell stories and argue and laugh and partake in arbitrary acts of altruism. Those are the people I want to be around. Because despite what your parents might have told you, you actually can meet some really great folks in bars.